Hi everyone, so today I'm going to go through briefly how I got this J5 Create USB 3 to HDMI converter to work on my Mac, which is running OS 10.13 High Sierra. Um, it's working really well. As you can see, I have this monitor powered via the USB device, and haven't noticed any issues with video quality or any frame issues. Um, Reason I got this was because I wanted to be able to drive 3 monitors at the same time uh, externally. And an added perk is I can actually drive the built-in monitor as well. So when I bought this at Best Buy, I went with this BX3 HDMI, which is also referred to, I think, on Best Buy site as JUA 350. Um, Essentially, it was on sale for $55. I was hesitant to get it because I had read some reviews that it didn't work well on Mac and different things like that. But I haven't had any issues, and it's actually been pretty decent. And I'm a pretty tech savvy person, so um, I really wasn't expecting to like it as much as I am. Um, so the only issue that I ran into with it was actually installing the driver up front. I couldn't get it to work initially and got frustrated with it and almost returned it, but then decided to give it another try. So when you go to their site, you're going to download the Mac driver right here. It's a little ways down the page, um, as you can see, but once you download that Mac driver, it'll pop up with this window, which is just kind of shows you what different devices the driver supports, and it gives you a bunch of options on the left. So it gives you an uninstaller, which is always nice, just in case you decide you don't like it or something like that. So the one that I used was this, because I'm running 10.13. So essentially you just double click on it and it will pull up another window. Let me just move that down. So essentially you just go through this and install it. Towards the end, when it's actually running through and installing, you'll get a pop-up about a signature, that there's code signed by a developer, and it won't allow it to run until you approve it. Essentially, you'll want to go into your security system preferences. It's actually security and privacy, and then on general you'll have a little dialog down here at the bottom that will say the developer's name and a little bit more information about it, and then you'll have an allow button, so you'll just click on that and that'll allow the code to run. So unfortunately I think the driver doesn't or needs that permission in order for it to properly install. So you'll have to reboot once the driver installs that first time. Once it comes back online, you can proceed to try it and see if the device will work. For me, it didn't work. What I had to do is I had to reinstall the driver again. I think basically the signature needed to be approved and accepted by the user in order for the install to go through successfully. So if you go through and try reinstalling it, I believe it should work for you as well. That's what happened for me. So once it's approved, the install should go through successfully. You'll have to reboot again, and then you can plug in the device and it should come right online. So unfortunately, their documentation doesn't go through that, and I got a little frustrated by that. But once I got it working, it was definitely worthwhile, and I really do like the device. I've only had it for a couple of days, so I can't really speak to its long-term reliability. I did have an issue yesterday where it locked up and I had to reboot to get that monitor working, but it seemed like maybe it was my system because the fan just kept kicking on a lot, and my computer usually doesn't do that. So I'm not sure what was going on in the background. I think it might have been something to do with Malwarebytes running, but anyway, just wanted to create a quick video to discuss how to get this J5 Create USB 3 to HDMI converter working on Mac OS 10.13. Hope this helps. If it does, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.